Alright guys, I am back. So we just finished up videos on defensive end, defensive tackles, and linebackers. So now we're going to jump into our DBs. So this is where I've got really good news. So I'm going to start with just kind of in order of guys and everything. So we got Alex Brown out of South Carolina State. He's a rookie, probably won't make the squad. We have Adrian Colbert. Adrian Colbert's not necessarily a DB. He's a safety, but he is fighting for a viable spot on the squad. Colbert was great in the first season that we had him, but then last season he had a lot of injuries. So it's been unfortunate that he had those injuries. So he's battling back from them, and we're hoping that he can fight to make the squad and do what we need to do, because the team seems to be high on Tart and Jimmy Ward. Just saw a video on Twitter of Jimmy Ward working out, but that's Mr. Glass. He'll get injured again eventually. I'm sorry. Like I said, whenever I say things, guys, there's nothing against these players. It's what's proven. These are facts. And you can't prove me wrong, because every year we done had Jimmy Ward, he did his ass and got injured. So it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. It's going to be what it's going to be. Moving on rapidly, like I said, we got Adrian Colbert. I think Colbert's going to be great, and I'm pretty sure he's going to make the squad. I don't think he's going to have a hard time being at least one of the safeties, whether he be a backup or a starter. Then we grabbed Tim Harris out of Virginia. We grabbed him, I believe it was a 6th-round pick, 6th or 7th-round pick in this year's draft. I haven't heard really much about the guy. Don't really know much about his college stats. I say he's a maybe to make the squad. He's possibly on the bubble. Then we went ahead and we went back and got this guy, Dante Johnson. And his first play in OTAs, he got burned. So we cut Johnson because he couldn't really keep up. He couldn't really do much. You know what I'm saying? 6'2", 200 pounds. He's been in the league for 6 years. I think 4 out of those 6 years he was with us. But he's never really done anything. And I think he's going to wind up getting cut again. I think he's just there to hold up a camp spot. We got Greg Maben. Maben is constant progression because, he got ate up last year. Those quarterbacks were eating that poor guy alive. So we're hoping that Maben is progressing. He's getting better, and he's going to be able to do things, and be able to show us something. Next up, we got Emmanuel Mosley. I don't know much about Mosley, but I can tell you right now, probably not going to make the squad. We got DJ Reed Jr. Reed's probably a lock to make the squad because of his versatility. He can play safety and he can play slot corner. Now, everybody's saying that we're locking in the guy I've got really good news about at slot corner if he's healthy, but I would say probably DJ Reed can still man that because we may have other plans for this other guy. So Uncle Sherm is back, and Uncle Sherm is probably going to be better than ever. Everybody says he looks amazing. As far as OTAs, he looked great. I love it. I'm glad he's back. He looked great last year. He, by all means, PFF, Pro Football Focus, said he was one of the best DBs in the league, top 5. So I'm still fucking with him. Uncle Sherm. Ain't nothing else to really say about him, baby. He going to come out there, he going to do his job, and he going to keep on going. And he's a year removed from the injury, so it just makes it better. That means he's a year more healthy, and he says he feels even better. So I'm going to take his word for it and keep rolling with him. Here is the good news that y'all have been waiting for. Jason Verrett. He's been injury prone throughout his career. I know I've been critical of John Lynch of signing him because it's another person that was injured. And it was driving me insane because he just keeps spending money on fucking injured players, and I swear he was killing me. But if y'all ain't seen it, y'all might want to hop on YouTube, hop on Twitter, hop on Instagram, whatever social media you want. Verrett is moving. And I'm talking about moving like fully healthy type moving. So by training camp, if these doctors ain't cleared this young man to play, fuck them doctors. He's good. All the videos I saw, his movements, his lateral movements, he was running cone drills. Verrett is ready. So that's one less guy for us to worry about as far as being injured. Jason Verrett, I love you. I hope that you come back healthy and you play a full healthy season for us, because if you are, then I can tell you right now you're going to be battling with Akello for that second spot behind Uncle Sherm. And personally, I would love to see Akello still make the squad, but it wouldn't be too bad if we had Uncle Sher and Jason Verrett, and then we had DJ Reed covering the slot guy, and then just having Akello there as a serviceable guy. Ooh, just gives you chills, don't it? So Verrett is healthy. He's ready. Verrett's ready. If y'all ain't seen them videos, I'm gonna tell you, oh my God. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try to find it and post a link and go ahead and get that to y'all. Cause Verrett, he's ready. He's ready. So next up we got Jimmy Ward, Mr. Glass, enough said. K'Waun Williams, he was fighting. He was a good person to go ahead and try to cover the slot as well. He's fighting for a roster spot right now. Because of having DJ Reed and having his versatility in and out of that slot. So K'Waun Williams is still a good player. He still did some good things for us, but he's fighting for a roster spot right now, and we kind of hope that he can make it. The aforementioned Akello Witherspoon, out of OTAs and from coaches and everything, they're saying that Akello looks great. He's got a renewed focus. His mental is right, and he has been playing lights out during OTAs. And we hope that he continues that in the training camp. Kello's most likely going to make the squad. I'm going to move on to the safeties. And I'm going to have to say this because this doesn't make any sense to me. Antone Exum Jr. has been rapping. He dyed his hair and shit. He only had one interception last year for us. He had the pick 6. That was one of the interceptions we had. I forgot who had the other one. He's been rapping, he dyed his hair, and, talking about sitting down with Donald Trump and being open to dialogue, and everybody has their own opinions. One of his songs calls Kaepernick Mr. Officer. I don't know what's going on with Antone Exum. As long as that boy get on the field and he try to focus and try to make the squad, that's all I care about. All the other off-field stuff don't concern me. It's just weird. These young kids, I don't know what's going on. Well, this generation is a little different. Everybody dyeing their hair 50 different colors and all that. It is what it is. Antone Exum came on. He played good for us last year. Looked like he was probably a little bit better of a safety. I focused more on ball hawking, but he got most of his time because people got injured. So it's a stretch. He's going to try to make the team as well. We got this Demetrius Flanagan Fowles. He ain't going to make the squad. I don't even know what that is. I ain't even heard that name until now. We got Marcel Harris. Harris came on. He played a little bit, for us last year. Did fairly well. He did okay. We got Tarvarius Moore. Because of the injuries at safety, Tarvarius Moore has been moved back to his natural position as safety, and we haven't been playing him at DB. I honestly hope he makes the squad because he's better at safety than he is at DB. So I think he will actually possibly make the squad. We got this kid Tyree Robinson, and of course we got Jarquiski Tart. So I say Tart, Moore, probably Colbert, and if healthy, they'll probably keep Jimmy Ward because of his versatility with safety and defensive back. But I'm hoping that it would just be Tart, Tarvarius Moore, Adrian Colbert, and probably at least, Exum Jr. or maybe Marcel Harris that wind up being our starting safeties. Now, since I still got enough time in this video, I'll just go ahead and cover our special teams pretty easy. Not really going to talk about the long snappers. They're long snappers. They snap the ball in the discussion. But all accounts, Mitch Wisnowski, our guy out of Australia, our 4th round pick from Utah as a punter. Everybody loves this guy. Everybody says he's great. Everybody says, all the reports out of OTAs say that he is amazing. Say that he's great. He's got good range, all that good stuff. So feels like we didn't waste a 4th round pick, I guess, from what everybody is saying. So I'm going to roll with the consensus and say that this was a good pick. And I'm just going to back off of it and say, hey, fuck it. This guy seems to be doing well. Everybody says he's doing well. Trey Taylor's jokingly said, when this guy makes me drop a punt, I'll give him some respect. First time he tried to kick a punt to him, drop that motherfucker. So he had to show him his respect. So, all right, dude, he's got his thing. He's got his thing going. Then we've got Mr. Gold. Robbie is holding out. He don't want to sign his franchise tag, to get paid his $4.9 million or something like that. Saying he wants to be home with his family and his family's a big deal and all that other stuff. I mean, to be honest with you, man, you're a kicker. You, you know, you're probably one of the few positions that can just play and play and play. I mean, look at Seabass. Seabass was like 40 something. That motherfucker was old as shit when he decided to retire. But at the same time, kickers come a dime a dozen. They're always looking for a younger, stronger leg kicker. Now, from what I heard, as far as training camp is concerned, Jonathan Brown's been doing a damn good job in his stead. So everybody's saying they'll take Robbie Gould back if he comes back in the first week. We'll go ahead and take him, and we'll roll with him or whatever. But hey, man, if you want to stay home, you want to stay with your family, you want to miss out on your money, you want to hold out, you want to do all that, fuck it, bro. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Do what's best for you and your fam. But honestly, we can roll with Jonathan Brown and just say fuck it. I'd rather take a chance on a second-year kicker that is there, that wants to be there, that wants to kick field goals, wants to kick, extra points for us, and is there doing his job. So I'll take that. Basically, that's pretty much it when it comes to our special teams. We only drafted Wisnowski because Bradley Pena left in free agency. So that's pretty much it for the roster and everything that's going on. Let's pray to God that Jimmy stays healthy for a full season. I'm telling y'all right now, since I have enough time, my thoughts are this. We must make the playoffs. There is no other way for us to be able to end the season. We have to make the playoffs. I don't care if we lose in the wild card. Playoffs or bust for this season. This is not about this rebuild. I'm not jumping on that bandwagon. I don't want to hear that. This is year 3 of a rebuild, and we've had 2 losing seasons, and we're not looking any better as far as that's concerned. So we need to have a winning season, and that winning season needs to get us at a bare minimum into the wild card. Because if not, I can tell you right now, somebody's head's going to roll, and it's not going to be Shanahan's. It's most likely going to be Lynch. So, period, point blank, we need to make the playoffs this year. We have to. We must. And I don't care what injuries come our way. I don't care what happens throughout the season. We better figure it out. Because if we don't make the playoffs this year, that says that we didn't either hired the wrong coach or hired the wrong GM. And they're not going to say they hired the wrong coach. They're going to go ahead and fire John Lynch. And I can say that right now. Lynch has made some very suspect-ass moves. Do you know his first year with us? You know who he signed in the offseason? Zane fucking Beatles. Zane Beatles. A dude was with the Jacksonville Jaguars when they were shit for a team, one of the most porous offensive linemen. And so that's who he signed. We had so much every year. We have tons of money in the offseason, and we never spend it on good players. And whenever there are good players available, we seem to avoid them. Now, I understand that we haven't been a great franchise the past couple of years, and it may not be very enticing for players to want to come to San Francisco, to come play for the 49ers. But we can sell them on our franchise. We can sell them on our history. We can sell them on the California weather. We can sell them on so many different things. But you got to try. And I don't think Lynch is trying. So for me personally, I feel like this. If we don't win this season, if things don't go the way that we need them to go, somebody's going to go. And it's got to be Lynch. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the commentator, everybody's going to be calling for his job. Everybody. Because he never had a GM job before he got this one with us. Nobody expected him to be picked as the GM. So I can tell you right now, period, point blank, there's going to be some changes. And there's a high chance, and I'm not wishing this on anybody, there's a high chance that Robert Saleh could go too. Because this same 4-3 Seattle defense ain't been working out too well. You know what I'm saying? There's too many open pockets, too many open holes, and we got ate up last year. So, playoffs or bust. If not, next season there's going to be a couple jobs that are going to be up for grabs. And I can tell you right now, it's possibly going to be the GM and defensive coordinator. Those 2 guys may be gone. I know they signed a 6-year contract with Shanahan and Lynch, but there have been, some reports that got shot down by both, that they had a little bit of, disagreements in the building, but you never know. Sometimes those sports can have a little validation, a little bit of merit to them. I'm in the road with the fact that, hey, they said they ain't, they're not arguing, they're not fighting, they love each other. Cool. Period, point blank. This season, it's playoffs or bust. If we don't make the playoffs, this was not a successful season, and I'm not going to be happy with it. At a minimum, we got to go 10-6, not 9-7, not 8-8, not 6-9, none of that. 10-6 is the bare minimum to get us to a playoffs. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay not faithful. Have a good evening.